Welcome to Design Channel. In today's video, we're taking you inside a minimalist Parisian apartment where simplicity and elegance harmonize beautifully. Picture soft whites, warm beiges, and gentle grays on the walls that open up the space, complemented by polish with floors that add warmth. Natural light floods through large windows, creating a light, airy atmosphere. Vintage touches, like a sculptural ceramic vase and an antique bookshelf, add a charming contrast to the otherwise modern, clean lines. The key here is balance. Open space, a neutral palette, and carefully selected vintage pieces that breathe life into the serene surroundings, creating an effortlessly chic and calming space. This minimalist Parisian living room features a mix of modern elegance and vintage charm. A leather chair, perfectly worn over time, complements a mid-century modern sofa in the center of the room. The warm tones of the vintage furniture provide an inviting contrast to the cool, muted walls and natural wood floors. A vintage rug grounds the space, while subtle, timeless accessories like a brass candle holder or an antique dresser add character. The simple yet refined decor ensures that every element serves a purpose, maintaining an uncluttered, sophisticated feel that invites relaxation and calm, characteristic of Parisian style. In this space, vintage furniture takes center stage while blending seamlessly with minimalist Parisian design. Picture an antique wooden dresser that stands as a statement piece next to sleek, modern elements like a contemporary coffee table. The contrast between these two styles enriches the atmosphere, creating a layered look that feels both modern and timeless. A vintage rug, with its faded charm, ties everything together, adding texture and warmth underfoot. The overall feel of the room is airy and inviting, emphasizing both functionality and aesthetic beauty, where each item feels thoughtfully placed to contribute to the overall sense of elegance. One of the hallmarks of minimalist Parisian apartments is open space and decluttered surfaces, which makes this living room stand out. Bookshelves hold only a few carefully chosen books, and personal items are kept to a minimum, making room for stylish yet functional vintage accessories. A sculptural vase or a brass clock brings depth and personality without overwhelming the space. This design relies on the principle of less is more, focusing on the quality and significance of each piece. The room feels calm, uncluttered, and sophisticated, thanks to an intentional balance between modern and vintage elements that enhance the minimalist aesthetic. In this minimalist Parisian apartment, vintage accessories breathe life into the otherwise simple, modern decor. Think of an antique mirror hanging elegantly on the wall, reflecting light and creating a sense of depth. A ceramic vase and an Art Deco lamp further enhance the room's character, adding texture and a touch of nostalgia. These vintage elements don't compete with the modern furniture, but rather complement the clean lines and open spaces, making each piece feel special and purposeful. It's a beautiful blend of the past and present, where each vintage object tells a story while maintaining the serenity of minimalist design. Here, the combination of sleek, modern furniture with vintage touches results in a Parisian living room that feels timeless. A modern sofa with clean lines pairs beautifully with a classic French armoire, creating a balance of old and new. The warm tones of vintage wood and the polished finishes of contemporary furniture complement each other, ensuring the room feels harmonious. Polished wood floors and soft neutral walls create a background that allows these statement pieces to shine without overcrowding the space. It's a perfect example of how minimalist Parisian design can be both chic and functional, maintaining a sense of elegance through simplicity. Lighting plays a crucial role in minimalist Parisian apartments, and here, vintage light fixtures provide a soft, romantic ambience. A crystal chandelier and old brass sconces illuminate the space, casting a warm glow that enhances the room's calm atmosphere. The mix of natural daylight from large windows and the vintage light fixtures creates a beautiful interplay of light and shadow, emphasizing the room's elegant simplicity. These timeless lighting pieces offer a nostalgic touch without overpowering the minimalist design. It's a wonderful example of how lighting can elevate the mood of a space while maintaining a sense of tranquility and refinement. Minimalist Parisian apartments often feature luxurious yet simple textiles that add warmth and texture to the space. Think soft linen curtains that gently filter light, cotton bedding in muted tones, and vintage throws draped over modern furniture. Each piece is carefully chosen for its tactile quality and understated elegance. A vintage rug with muted patterns can bring together the design elements, grounding the space and adding comfort without detracting from the simplicity of the room. These textiles contribute to the overall coziness of the space while maintaining a refined and timeless appeal, keeping the room light and inviting. In this minimalist Parisian apartment, the artwork plays a key role in adding personality and elegance. Vintage-inspired pieces, like black and white photographs or antique oil paintings, are carefully arranged on the walls, enhancing the room's atmosphere without cluttering the space. The art speaks to the history and culture of Paris, complementing the minimalist furniture with its timeless appeal. These pieces are thoughtfully placed with ample negative space around them, allowing the art to breathe and adding a layer of sophistication to the overall design. It's a perfect way to incorporate vintage charm into a minimalist setting. In this minimalist Parisian apartment, the fusion of modern furniture with vintage touches creates a space that feels both fresh and timeless. Sleek contemporary pieces, such as a modern coffee table, sit beside vintage elements like an antique armchair or a retro lamp, creating a balance between eras. The room is open and uncluttered, with natural light flowing freely to highlight the carefully selected furnishings. This design demonstrates how well-chosen vintage pieces can enhance minimalist spaces, bringing warmth and personality without detracting from the clean, simple lines that define Parisian style. It's a beautiful example of timeless elegance through balance and simplicity.